This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, trying to sit here and stream after going through some issues. If you see me skipping some cutscenes, because I already seen them.
Turned out nice again, didn't it, Chuck?
You know, I was just saying the side quests. All the cat people. Now, these tasks are not only important for getting extra monsters, extra shit like that, but they're actually how you unlock the hidden ending of the game. Oh shit. The art style of this game is amazing. None of the towns are that big. Look at some shit, fucking nice. Look at some other images. But they are filled with a lot of love and life. Sorry, Most D is being a bit of a dick. Look at some images. Oh, and it gives you regions of the world. Hey, that's fucking cool.
Oliver?
Oliver?
Huh?
Oliver oxen free! Mummy?
You've done so well to make it this far, Oliver.
Mom? Is this a dream?
You must listen to me now, Oliver. You have to go to him, to face him. And when you do, you'll learn the truth. Promise me, no matter how hard it is.
Him? Mom, who's him? Mom, what do you mean?
He's someone very important to both of us.
But who is he? And where do I have to go?
It's all right, sweetie. You're already on your way. Don't give up, Oliver, no matter how hard it gets.
Mom? Mom! Mom!
Gotta save, might as well. Deep Dark Wood, Ding Dong Dell, Golden Grove, Temple of Trials, Jabba al-Dakhan, which is Old Smoky, Al Mamoon, the Voltateer, Shipwreck Shore, Castaway Cove, the Ferry Ground, Hamlin, Perdita, Tombstone Trail, Automania is pretty cool, Nevermore, the Glittering Grotto, Yule, the Summerlands North, Rolling Hills, the Deep Dark Wood, Ding Dong Dell, the Golden Grove. Shit. I forgot they totally show you where the NPCs you can get quests from on the map. I forgot about that. Like, you can see the NPCs, but you can see the glowing ones or the quest ones, and they always highlight them. I know, not bring yourself look this way.
Oh dear.
Okay, that's hide and seek. And this game's art style is fucking gorgeous. Shit, dude. Then again, this is level 5. They fucking know how to do graphics, dude. This does look at some shit, dude. That's one of the kids. I don't have any sauce like this. I don't know if you mean it. I don't know if you mean it. I don't know if you know. I don't know. That's what you do, man.
What do you think?
Huh? Oh, that's trendy. You look proper sharp, Ollie boy.
Yeah, I got a cape now, motherfucker. I'm not tricking yourselves to find difference. Oh, I had no idea the town actually had a whole nother fucking region. That's actually kind of awesome. Oh shit, I found the earring. Well, I don't know, you know, maybe so shit, look at I know, you know, look at hold on. I'm a bit gassy, excuse me. I don't know, you know. See, look at this. Fuck, this art style is awesome. Oh shit, look at I don't want to train you, I'm not my 11 energy, trying to train you, I'm my 11 energy. Let me see how long I've been streaming. Yeah, okay, fuck it, I gotta do my ritual. Believe me, I don't want to, but, you know. Focus on 11 energies. Focus on 11 energies. Let me see. No, wait, bitch. Oh shit, there goes no 11 that tells deals, there goes no 11 energies. Let me see. Oh man, really? There goes 11 energies. And go to clock. Lickle's not my life in enemy juice. Lickle's not my life in enemy juice. Lickle's not my life in enemy juice. Alright, I gotta do my ritual one last time, the old ritual anyway, before I move on to the new ritual. Because I'm hurting myself. I'm causing permanent damage to my sight, to my body, to all that, and if I don't stop this whole ritual, I'm gonna go blind or die or any number of that, and I don't want that to happen. That's why I have my bands. Which I left in the bathroom. I'll go get them. But still, doesn't matter. Okay? I gotta do my ritual one more time. God, please don't let me die anytime soon. Let me be old and have grandchildren and die. God, Evan, please don't let my injuries do any permanent damage or kill me, singularly, collectively, or cumulatively. God, Evan, please don't let me go blind. In fact, let my eyesight dramatically improve. My flow diminished and I stop to the point where my eyesight no longer bother me. Please, God, Evan. Just let everything be okay, and I'll still let me get COVID or anything like that. Alright, let's do it. That's my shit. That goes on my shit. That goes on my life, and I didn't even choose my life, and I didn't even choose. That goes on my life, and I didn't even choose. And in the Lickle's not my life, and I didn't even choose. Okay, hold on. Let me just. Yeah, Lickle's not my life, and I didn't even choose. Alright. Oh, you know, fuck it, hold on. I'm supposed to be gold here. Sounds like it's right. I don't even have any enemies. That was me doing first, by the way. See if you can do any images. Hold on. Man, it scabs my nose, dude. Oh, it's gross. Oh, it's from all scratching. Feels like awesome. Awesome. Oh, jeez. Let's see if you can do any of these. Gee, that was a burp. I need to sneeze. Shit. I'm almost done. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, my eyes are fucked up, dude. You can see them like they look pushed in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 21, 22. There, I'm done. 5, 5, I'm done. And hold on. Ugh. At 4:34 p.m., I took 2 Tylenol. On the 22nd. No, on the 20th, I mean. On the 20th at 4:34 p.m., I took 2 Tylenol, 500 milligrams, and that was at 4:34 p.m. It's now 4:41 a.m. on the 22nd. So yeah, actually more than fine. Let's just say 4:44 just to be, funny. It goes on always in the it's just Tylenol. I mean, it's a acetaminophen, but that's what Tylenol is. It's doing this gives me aches and pains. Trying to fix or help mitigate. I know my stomach's already going to fucking kill me later for what I did. One second, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get my bracelets. That's an essential part of not doing my old rituals, doing a new one. So I got to get my bro back. Oh my god. Oh, they were right here. So yeah, snap them. That's what my therapist instructed me to do. Alright, now let me check my phone real quickly and I'll get back to it. Okay, so sorry about all that fuckero. Oh, I just had to get that out of the way. Had to go do this. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. That's right, I have her earring. Might as well get back to him here. Just playing Nino Kunai, man. Very underrated game. Aha! Funny too, it's a play on words. Because it's a red herring is something that's designed to mislead you and take you away from where you want to be. And this is a red herring that's literally a red herring. I love it when games play tongue-in-cheek shit like that, dude. Into the palace.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty.
Meowjesty?
Who delivered one's treasure back
Really?
to one?
Meowjesty?
That's right.
Yes, Your Majesty.
And you wish for a prize? Hmm?
Go on, man. Ask him.
Come now, don't be shy.
Well, Your Majesty.
All the cutscenes that you're seeing were done by Studio Ghibli.
One's wand.
Like, this is basically a Studio Ghibli game.
What did you say?
What did you say? What the fuck? Huh. And he really went from being nothing.
Could it be?
That's right, Your Majesty. He's not from our world. He's the one whose power freed me from my prison.
What? You mean he broke his spell? This little boy?
Yes.
Do you understand what you're saying, Fairy? Once you defy him, there's no turning.
I love level 5, dude.
I know,
But
I fucking love level 5, dude. Dark Cloud 2, Rogue Galaxy, White Knight Chronicles, Nino Kunai 2. The only, even the Professor Layton games, I'm not really big on puzzle games. Like, I like a puzzle in a game, but I'm not really big on puzzle games. There's just fucking puzzles. But the story and the atmosphere and shit of Professor Layton is great. Everything to do with some of the deals the company's doing. But it seems like they kind of quit. I think they closed down a bunch of their studios. Let me actually Google that real quickly. Because I remember, like, when's Ni no Kunai 3 coming? Because they were talking about it. And they said, like, right after the second one, oh, the second one sold great. We're going to do a third one. I'm like, fuck yeah. And then I think they said it got shuttered. Let me see. Yokai Watch, yeah. I can't comment on Yokai Watch because I've heard good things, but I've never played any of them. So I don't know if they're good. I've played Professor Layton. Okay, it seems like they are working on a Ni no Kunai 3. They confirmed that they're working on a Ni no Kunai 3. People thought it was like, it's called Ni no Kunai Crossroads, but that was confirmed to be by a different company for the mobile games. They have confirmed they are working on a third game. So, I guess it's coming? Who can say? It did take like fucking 5 years between this game and the second one. Then again, this game did come out in 2018, so we would be due for it, but this year or next year. Well, I fucking hope so, dude. Because Ni no Kunai 1 is great, Ni no Kunai 2 is fucking awesome. It's very different, but it's good in its own way. I would love to play Ni no Kunai 3. In fact, I think that Ni no Kunai 2 has one of the best art styles of any game I've ever played. That game is fucking cel shading to perfection. So, honestly, I would be kind of stoked to see what they could do with PS5 technology. That would be kind of insane. So, hopefully we'll see.
What precisely?
Well, you know, he might be able to...
It's not one's concern. You may not have the wand. Now be gone.
Does that mean no wand, Mr. Drippy?
Looks like it.
It just seems like... Yeah, for a long time, Level 5 seemed to, like, give up on their RPGs. And then...
So how do we get the wand now?
This game was kind of their resurgence. Yeah. They don't have a massive team. No, they don't. Level 5 is a smaller studio. Yeah, Chrome Studios. Chrome Studios is great, dude. They need to fucking release TIE 4. And not like the TIE 4 they actually released that was like this weird 2D side scroller, like an actual fucking TIE 4. Because, and I hate to say this, but TIE 3 is a fucking abortion. TIE 1, great. Great platformer. TIE 2, great. Great kind of open world platformer. TIE 3, fucking sucks. Like, I remember it took me ages to find a copy of TIE 3. It's actually harder to find than the other two. And I got it, I'm like, finally, TIE 3! And then I remember taking it home and playing it. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad. The melee combat that they forced in is fucking terrible. 95% of the game is in fucking bunny up. They replaced the actual cool car sections where you drive around with this fucking crab thing that handles like shit. Like, I don't know what went wrong with TIE 3, man. It was so bad.
Something wasn't quite right about our royal friend. Broken-hearted he is, or I'm broken-headed.
And it just... I think TIE 3 fucking sucks. And I know they're probably going to re-release it soon. They've been re-releasing them all, but they would have to go a country mile to make TIE 3 good. But we'll see. I mean, they probably will make some adjustments. They made quality of life tweaks to the first two. But I mean, this is not like switching certain things around. This is like massive fucking changes would be needed to make TIE 3 as good as the first two. So, but yeah, Chrome was great, dude. They did the last gen version of The Force Unleashed, which is basically a different fucking game, which is also really good. It's kind of crazy that The Force Unleashed is like two different games that are both awesome, and both similar, but both different. It's kind of fucking weird. They don't really do that anymore, and they just re-released the Chrome version of The Force Unleashed for Switch, and it's kind of weird because now they've kind of reversed places almost. Like the PS3 and 360 version of The Force Unleashed was like really technically demanding for the time. I mean, it still looks great now. Fucking, physics were next level, destruction. And they couldn't really imitate that on the last gen versions, even though it still looks good. Still look good for, Wii, PS2, and all that. But when they remastered the Switch version, or the Wii version for Switch, that just came out like yesterday, they actually made The Force Unleashed on Switch 60 FPS. When The Force Unleashed on 360 is only ever 30. So they've kind of like... Now the old graphic version looks better than the better graphic version because it runs better and it's a high resolution, like it's 1080p. It's fucking weird, but it's cool. And that kind of pissed off a lot of people, by the way. Because they're like, why would you remaster the last gen version of The Force Unleashed and not the fucking PS3 and 360 version? And that was kind of weird. I'm not sure why they chose to remaster one and not the other. But yeah, Blade Kitten, you said? I've never heard of that. Let me see what you said. I didn't see all of what you said. Yeah, Shadow Hearts. Which, fun fact, I own all 3 Shadow Hearts. Ba-boom, baby! They're like right fucking there. You can't see them off camera, but they're right there. Now, to be fair, I didn't get them with the case, unfortunately. But I do own all 3 Shadow Hearts. I'm a big fucking Shadow Hearts fan. Like, fucking huge. Like, Shadow Hearts is in my, top 20 games of all time ever.
The king is?
Lacking enthusiasm, it looked like. And because he's broken-hearted, the whole kingdom's being dragged down with him.
What are we waiting for? Let's go find the piece of heart he's missing.
Blimey, you don't need my...
Like, for real. Shadow Hearts is fucking awesome. Shadow Hearts is rough. The translation was really kind of janky. You can tell. That's awesome. Shadow Hearts 1 music. Shadow Hearts 1 is great music. But Shadow Hearts 1 is kind of rough. It has some janky translation. You can tell there's improper, English, sometimes English. It's not unplayable, but you can definitely tell they probably should have got better translators. It did even when it came out. Even by 2001 standards, Shadow Hearts wasn't that graphically demanding. In fact, it was kind of an outlier because it kept using pre-rendered backgrounds on PS2, even though they kind of moved past that. But man, does Shadow Hearts fucking have it where it counts. Number 1, it's one of the only RPGs I've ever played that effectively mixes in fucking horror. And there are parts of that game that are fucking super scary. Dude, I have to admit, dude, the graveyard still creeps me the fuck out. The music, the ambience, the fucking spirit masks, that is a creepy fucking game. Secondly, I'm a huge history fan, so the way that they blend in history, fucking beautiful. And last but not least, dude, Yuri is one of the best fucking video game protagonists. Yeah, right? Oh, yeah. Fucking, oh man. Dude, yeah, Shadow Hearts. I would stream all of the Shadow Hearts games if I could. Unfortunately, I don't have a computer. I don't have Streamlabs. I'm able to stream on my console because it's got it built in. If my streaming takes off and I'm able to get some money, I'll get a laptop and I'll start streaming old games because I would fucking love to do Shadow Hearts. But as of right now, I can't.
Encouragement.
And I'm also going to say that contrary to what a lot of people think, I actually really like Shadow Hearts from the New World. I've seen a lot of people shit on the third one. I really like the third one. Right? They do. They really do. But, I mean, it's pretty much, it's never going to happen at this point, dude. They weren't very well known. They didn't sell well out of Japan. And the studio that made them is now fucking defunct. Nautilus. And, Namco doesn't really want to publish them anymore, so unfortunately, you know, it doesn't look like we're gonna get another one, which fucking sucks. Because I mean, it's an untapped market, dude. It's fucking how many RPGs can you think of that blend real world history? Like fucking none. I mean, very very few. And especially like World War One and horror. So you have this Japanese shit with horror. Yeah, they made a photograph of Shadow Hearts prequel. Yeah, Kadalka. I haven't played Kadalka because Kadalka is nearly fucking impossible to get your hands on. That's cool. Yuri's dad. Haruga? I'm trying to remember his name. But yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yuri's dad. Dude, yeah. Shadow Hearts is fucking awesome. I agree. They need to make more. They probably never will. Or just fucking re-release them. Do you know if you just took them and re-released them, that would be enough. Like, you could make money. Like, so many of these old games people want to play and they won't re-release them. It's like, you understand that you're not making any money off them, but if you re-release them, you could make money off them. Like, fucking Legacy of Kain. None of those games have been re-released. How is that possible? It would be so fucking easy to just make a Legacy of Kain collection and just remaster the Legacy of Kain games, dude. You don't even have to do that much. I mean, obviously, I would like a good port, but just take Legacy of Kain and up-res it and slap it on the PS4 and PS5. Fucking boom! Moneymaker! Hell, if you want to get fancy with it, give it to fucking Night Dive. Night Dive Studios does crazy good ports.
You.
And we need all of the JRPGs we can get. JRPGs are my favorite genre of game. I mean, RPGs in general are my favorite genre, but JRPGs are the particular subset that I enjoy. I fucking love a good JRPG. I always have. But they're fucking dying. You know, there was a time, I'm going to say like a 10-year period from like 1997 to 2007 where JRPGs ruled the fucking world. Final Fantasy VII came out, and it changed the world. It helped put PlayStation on the map, and then everybody wanted to make a JRPG. Everybody wanted to compete with Final Fantasy VII. You know, and it resulted in this fucking explosion of Japanese role-playing games. You had fucking Shadow Hearts, Kodalka, Xenogears, Xenosaga, Baten Kaitos, Chrono Cross, Suikoden, Wild Arms, Dark Cloud. Like, there was, on PS1 and PS2, JRPGs were the fucking games to beat. They came out all the time. Valkyria Profile, Valkyria Chronicles, Radiata Stories. I mean, just hundreds of JRPGs, dude, and good ones, so good ones. And then it seemed like we had 2 console generations where JRPGs were fucking it. And then we got to PS3 and it just fucking died. Breath of Fire. Breath of Fire 4 is fucking awesome. I can't comment on the rest of the series because I haven't played it, but Breath of Fire 4 is fucking awesome. And super ambitious for the time. I heard that the rest of the series is good. I heard that Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter is fucking weird. Some people like it, some people hate it. But I played Breath of Fire 4, and that was a great RPG. So we had all these RPGs, and then we got to PS3, and it just fucking died. I mean, don't get me wrong. PS3 still had a lot of great JRPGs. But we went from them being like the main thing to being more of a niche. Like, if you look at PS2 to PS3 JRPGs, it's a crazy drop off. And we never came back from it. Unfortunately. Like, JRPGs are still kind of niche. We get a couple of ones that are really big now, but the only ones that are really fucking huge is Tales of, Dragon Quest, and Final Fantasy. And out of all of those, it's really only Final Fantasy that's fucking huge budget-wise, because the Tales of series is great, and Dragon Quest is great, but they're still kind of modestly budget. Final Fantasy is the only JRPG that you're seeing these days that's fucking, that you can just tell they're throwing money at it. Which, I mean, it's good. It's like a fucking big budget RPG. In fact, that's like the only massive JRPG I can think of coming out anytime soon is Final Fantasy 16. I firmly expect that game to either come out near the end of this year or the beginning of next year, because they've already stated that Final Fantasy 16 is nearly done. Last year, he straight up said, you can play Final Fantasy 16 from beginning to end. We are now just polishing it off. So, they're already past the alpha. They're already, into the beta territory and refining mechanics and shit like that. And they even told people, that with Final Fantasy 15, they announced it too soon. And had to delay it and kept putting it back and kept putting it back. Final Fantasy 13 was great. I like 13. But they said with Final Fantasy 16, they waited until they were nearly done to tell people about it, so they didn't get people's hopes up, which is what you should do. Oh, fuck 13 too. I agree with that. 13, fucking great for what it was. Lightning Returns, super fucking underrated. 13-2, nah. Like, I like 13-2, gameplay-wise. But, story-wise, oh my god, it was a fucking mess, dude. Like, they used time travel in the laziest way possible. Hey, why did this happen? Time travel! Paradox! Like, they didn't explain any of it, and it was just like, right? Was Alyssa not returning? And it's like, also, it's like, you literally replaced fucking Lightning with Sarah? Sarah. Nobody wants to play fucking Sarah. Either way, I still, 13 was good. I almost like to say that Final Fantasy 13 is like the Call of Duty campaign of Final Fantasy games, because it's like, it's super on a rail and filled with set piece moments. I mean, I understand it's a wildly different type of game, but it's still like more focused on story moments and having every part of it be this Hollywood thrill ride that's, than other Final Fantasy games. And Final Fantasy VII Remake was also like that. It was super fucking linear. More so than the average Final Fantasy. And then I found out that a lot of the same team made it. Yeah, hold on, let me see. Caius was pretty cool. And they did need Caius. They did need Caius because Final Fantasy 13 had just the shittiest villain, man. Caius because Final Fantasy 13. Like 13 for like 95% of the game doesn't have a villain. And then when it does get a villain, it's just this old Pope dude and he's pretty shitty. So that I will say 13 actually has a credible villain that's well written. But Sarah, yeah, story, it was hard to explain. Like I said, like, they had all these fucking plot holes in 13 too, and every time it'd be like, hey, can we explain this? It's a time paradox! And then they would just drop it. I will, however, I will totally fucking defend. I will totally fucking defend Final Fantasy 15. I absolutely love Final Fantasy 15. Was it perfect? No, it wasn't. Was Final Fantasy 15 good? Yes. And when Final Fantasy 15 gets good, it gets really fucking good. Like, the last act of Final Fantasy 15 is among some of the best in the whole fucking series. I mean, man, it's good. And I think a lot of the problems with the game, they actually greatly improved with the patches and shit. Like, I've talked to people who are like, I played Final Fantasy 15, I didn't really like it. I'm like, did you play it when it first launched? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you have no idea the extensive changes they made with patches. Like, it's a different game. And I mean, I liked it. I liked it when it first came out. I got that game at midnight. I was a little fucking kid when they announced Final Fantasy Versus 13. I was 10. And I followed that game through the whole fucking series. So, I love 15. But they did have problems, and the patches made it so much better. Oh shit, I never went to the weapon shop, I should. Oh yeah, treasure! Who puts a fucking sundae in a treasure chest? That's just weird. Then again, what am I talking about? Castlevania has you fucking eating meat from walls. I understand that when you're in Dracula's castle, you're probably pretty desperate, but I'm gonna be honest with you. If I beat a fucking wall and a pork chop came out of it, I'm not eating that pork chop. I don't know how long this has been here. It's probably fucking dirty. I mean, that's Dracula's real plan. It's like, oh, I can't kill the Belmont, from all this combat because I've tried. I'll just give him fucking food poisoning. Let the turkey club sandwich do it for me. You contain some enthusiasm. God, I could do with that in real life. But yeah, I mean, I agree. There were parts of 13-2 story that were good. Individual characters. I still love Noel. Noel? Yeah, Noel. He's a great character. Noel is great. But the overall storyline just got too bogged down with time travel bullshit. And it was not written very well. And they have, like, chunks of the story in the DLCs. Like, vital chunks of the story. That you don't fully understand what happened with Snow and Zaz and shit. And that's not cool. Don't do that where you have, like, actual, like, vital parts of the story locked behind DLC. That's stupid. Oh yeah, no, sure, I mean, absolutely. Sometimes better. I will say this, though. Ultimately, I still do like 13-2 more than 10-2. Some people like 10-2, and I like the battle system of 10-2. But story-wise, character-wise, oh my god. I legitimately feel like Final Fantasy X-2 just pissed all over Final Fantasy X. I mean, it pretty much undoes like the whole fucking story, dude. I really don't like X-2. It gets a pass from me because the combat is really good and I like the combat, but the story just really just makes me dislike it. And they reuse like 95% of the fucking areas from Final Fantasy X. It's so sloppy. And yeah, there's so much lore there. There's so much stuff they could have done with 13-2. I agree. Ultimately, they didn't. You know, you just got to deal with it. And it seems like with Final Fantasy 13, it had a really protracted development. It took them a long time to make. But with 13-2, they rushed in development and it didn't have enough development time. Fucking Goldilocks situation. Man, dude. I mean, a lot of their games have aged incredibly well. Yeah. I mean, I would like it, dude, if they did that and they made a 13 remake. I just don't think it's gonna happen. It's like people want them to remake Final Fantasy VIII. And I love Final Fantasy VIII. I love Final Fantasy VIII. It's like in my top 5 Final Fantasy games. But it's just too divisive. It's never gonna happen. They're not gonna make another one. It looks like they might actually be remaking Final Fantasy IX though. That would be fucking amazing. That would be fucking amazing. Like the same leak, they had a NVIDIA and it leaked all these games that were in development. And people weren't sure to leak at first. And then almost every single game on the list has now been announced. And Kingdom Hearts 4 was on the list, Chrono Cross Remastered was on the list, and Final Fantasy IX Remake was on the list. Dude, if they actually remade Final Fantasy IX, that would be fucking amazing. Although, according to leakers, which obviously you gotta take that with a grain of salt, according to leakers, They said Final Fantasy IX remake will just be a straight remake. It won't be like 7, where it's like reimagining in multiple parts. It'll be one part, and it'll be faithful to the original, which I'm cool with that. If you just took Final Fantasy IX, kept the gameplay, added some quality of life improvements, and then you redid the graphics, fucking awesome. Final Fantasy IX is fucking dope. Oh man, I love Final Fantasy IX, I really do. Magic, bitch!
Do you think it works?
Let's see, shall we?
Trials of Mana is really good.
What the devil was one up to?
Your Meowjesty, please tell us you're back to your old self.
Eh? Why, one is 10 times more energetic than one has ever been. But one feels different somehow.
This is your doing, is it not? Then you must be rewarded.
Dude, I've got my anvil in a lot of fires. I deliberately try to stream a bunch of different shit at once so that I don't get known for one thing. I don't want to get pigeonholed to one genre. I actually know some streamers who got known for playing one type of game, and now that's basically all they can play. I do not want that to happen to me. Like Pro Jarek. I love Pro Jarek, but he's even said he became known for playing FPS games, so that's all he can play. Whenever he tries to play something else, nobody fucking cares. But so I play all these different things, dude. I'm going through Horizon Forbidden West. I actually beat Zero Dawn. I'm going through Forbidden West. I'm replaying the Kingdom Hearts series. Not looking forward to getting to Kingdom Hearts 3. Thankfully, that's far away. I really don't like Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm playing Ni no Kunai, obviously. I'm doing Lego games. I'm playing Lego Indiana Jones. Although Lego and shit is on Xbox, so I'm streaming that on Twitch because, of course, Xbox doesn't have a fucking stream to YouTube option yet. The fact that it's 2022 and Xbox doesn't have a streaming to YouTube options kind of blows my mind. Xbox doesn't even have the chat come on the screen. When you say something on PlayStation, I can see it in the fucking screen. On Xbox, you can't see it. I have to check my phone, and it's fucking annoying. Bleach Brave Souls. I wouldn't know about that, dude. I know of Bleach. I've seen a little bit of Bleach, but I'm not super well versed on Bleach or its games.
Your Meowjesty, it seems that these brave adventurers have lifted the curse that was placed upon you.
What? Is this true?
Yes, Your Meowjesty.
Meowjesty.
It appears that you were cursed with a lack of enthusiasm.
Is that so? One certainly didn't feel oneself for a while there. It seems one is in your debt.
I kind of have a bone to pick with Genshin Impact. It fucking runs like shit. That's my main problem with Genshin Impact. I'm okay with the world. I'm okay with the mechanics. But it does not run well on any fucking system it's on, dude. Like, Genshin Impact, even on PS5, does not maintain a solid frame rate fucking ever. And that to me is absurd. I mean, it's a fucking phone game. It's not that graphically demanding. It should be able to hold a solid frame rate on fucking next gen. Spring lock. Oh, shit. Quartermaster store. I've also heard good things about Persona 4, the game you're talking about, the Arena Max, I think, Ultra Max. That I'm pretty sure that's the fighting game in Persona 4's universe. I've heard good things about that. I wanted to fucking do Persona 5 on stream, but it's fucking dumb. They block you from streaming it. Like, the original Persona 5 completely blocks you from streaming the game at all. You have to use capture card and shit to get around that. And then Persona 5 Royal lets you stream the base game, but then blocks you when you get to the what is it called? The new shit. And I'm not gonna stream a game 100 hours and then not be able to fucking finish it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Like that just really sounds fucking shitty. Yeah, if you have a capture card, you can stream it and get you in trouble. But on PlayStation, it just straight up stops you. It does new built-in streaming, so... Okay, I know this game, the remaster of Ni no Kuni comes with the DLC, and it gives you access to some new familiars, but I don't know how to fucking redeem it. Let me quickly Google that, because I would really like to get those. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's like way later in the game. Okay, so yeah, never mind then. You have to literally get to Temple Trials. That's way later. So won't be doing that right now. I was really bummed when they didn't bring back the Wizard Compendium in the sequel. That's like, I actually really like Ni no Kuni 2, and it really kind of was like, what the fuck? When they didn't bring back the Wizard Compendium, like, that makes no sense. It's like one of the best parts of this game. Alright, man, you have a great day. I'm gonna save and end this part here. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. Thank you for watching.